The 49ers Report is brought to you by our friends at Manscaped. Head to manscaped.com/49ers and you get 20% off plus free shipping on the best male grooming products. Also, you get to rock hot t-shirts like this one right here. Let's hand out our draft night grades for the first round for the 49ers, and I'm going to go ahead and give the 49ers an A grade. I absolutely love the selection of Trey Lance with pick number 3. Why is that? Because the 49ers got their franchise quarterback who they can groom and develop over time. A quarterback who I think has superstar potential when he joins forces with Kyle Shanahan. And I love how the 49ers went with Trey Lance, who has unlimited potential as a prospect, over going with Mac Jones, who I think has a clear ceiling and whose game is somewhat limited. I think Trey Lance is going to be able to add an explosive element to this offense that Kyle Shanahan hasn't had at his disposal as the head coach of this football team because he's never had a quarterback with the skill set and dynamic ability that Trey Lance possesses. So I'm giving the 49ers an A grade. What are you doing, 49ers fans? Grade the Trey Lance pick for me, A, B, C, D, or F. Leave your grade in the comment section below. I never bought into the Mac Jones hype, and I know I'm somewhat new here on the 49ers Report, but I was not budging with Mac Jones at number 3 to the 49ers. I look at Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch as one of the brightest, smartest, most forward-thinking head coach general manager duos in the National Football League. And I'm sitting here thinking they would be absolutely crazy to exhaust future draft capital to move up for a player who really they already have in Jimmy Garoppolo. That's what I compare Mac Jones to. I think he has a clear ceiling, and he does not have the untapped potential that Trey Lance has. So I didn't buy into the Mac Jones hype. I hope you all listen to me. I'm somewhat new here on the 49ers Report, and I hope that now that I'm right, you give me a little bit of credibility. This is why I like Trey Lance as a prospect for the 49ers. You watch him, and he just has the wow factor, the arm talent, the athletic ability, the running ability, and his arm. It just makes you say, wow. I mean, we're talking about a guy who's 6'3", 220 pounds, and he can absolutely rip it. Make throws at all levels of the field. Needs to go to the sideline, he can do it. Short, intermediate, deep balls, he's got it. And the most important thing for a rookie quarterback is, in addition to his skill set, also has to have intangibles. Trey Lance has them. He's a leader. He has great character. Most importantly, he's very intelligent. And he's going to be able to master and learn quickly the Kyle Shanahan offense, which is a very complex scheme. And I think he's going to help this 49ers offense go to the next level. Lastly, I trust Kyle Shanahan as a quarterback guru. I trust Kyle Shanahan in the fact that he's one of the most innovative offensive minds across the National Football League. And I'm pairing a prospect who has boatloads of potential with the mind, the coach, and the teaching abilities of Kyle Shanahan. The 49ers have the potential to compete for Super Bowls for the next 5-10 years if they're able to develop Trey Lance at a gradual process and in the right way. That's why I'm a huge fan of this pick. But he is somewhat raw. So if he needs to sit behind Jimmy Garoppolo, that's fine because you have a win-now roster that can compete for a Super Bowl. And if you want to take the approach that the Chiefs took with Patrick Mahomes and Alex Smith, where they sat the raw Patrick Mahomes out of Texas Tech, they let him learn under the veteran that was Alex Smith, who was a great character guy, kind of like Jimmy Garoppolo. That's fine. Because then next year, in 2022, when you want to just unleash Trey Lance, you can do so, and you can get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo and maybe trade him for some draft capital or player assets as well. So the fact that Trey Lance is raw makes me pose this question. Who's going to be the starter week 1 for the 49ers? Is it going to be Jimmy Garoppolo? If you think so, type JG in the comments. If you think it's going to be Trey Lance, type TL. So Trey Lance, he has it all as a quarterback prospect. He can definitely throw the deep ball. And if you want to clean up your balls, you can do that with Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com/49ers, enter the promo code 49ers, and you get 20% off plus free shipping on the best male grooming products. The Lawnmower 3.0 right there, it has this technology where when you shave down below, you're not going to get cut up. It has a guard on it. It's perfect. The cleanser, the ball toner, the ball deodorant. All of these products will help you take your game to the next level, like Trey Lance has brought his game to the next level, and that's why he was picked at number 3 because, man, he rose up those draft boards quickly. So if you want to rise up the draft boards quickly with all the ladies, go to manscaped.com/49ers, enter the promo code 49ers, and get 20% off plus free shipping. Trey Lance only played in 1 game in 2020. Because the sample size was somewhat small, let's look at 2019. He was unbelievable with North Dakota State. His completion percentage was hovering around 67%, which would be above league average in the NFL. He threw for almost 3,000 yards, 28 touchdowns to 0 picks, and also added a handful of touchdowns on the ground as well with his ability to run the football. So you're looking at a do-it-all quarterback prospect who, with Kyle Shanahan as his head coach, has unlimited potential, who's going to take this 49ers offense to the next level, and it's going to allow this team to compete for Super Bowls because the rest of the roster is stacked. Also, Trey Lance is going to be on a rookie contract for the next 4 years or so, which will allow you to build your roster and spend money elsewhere because you're going to be spending rookie money on the salary cap on Trey Lance. And if he can do what he did in 2019 with the 49ers, he's going to have a lot of 49ers fans excited. So rate your level of excitement for this Trey Lance pick. Scale it for me from 1 to 10. I'm going to hit 10, 10, 10. Let's take a look at the 49ers draft needs day 2, rounds 2 and 3 coming up. It was an eventful night 1 as they picked Trey Lance at number 3. What are they going to do in round 2? Well, they picked 43rd overall in the second round and 102nd overall in the third round. As for their day 2 needs, here's where I'm looking at. Offensive line, cornerback, and edge. You also can't rule out wide receiver because Kyle Shanahan loves his weapons on the offensive side of the football. Here's our list of Tom Downey, who is our resident draft expert, his best available prospects. Of these guys who the 49ers might target, looking at Landon Dickerson as a guy who can maybe be the future replacement for Alex Mack right away. If he doesn't play center, he can also play guard. We continue this list with guys like Asante Samuel Jr., who I think could be an excellent cornerback from day 1 for the 49ers because he can play inside and outside. If you think he's too small, put him inside, that's fine. Azeez Ojulari, the 49ers might have to move up to take him, but he has a bunch of potential as an edge rusher out of Georgia. And Trevon Merrick is a safety out of TCU, who the 49ers might also have to trade up for. But if they add Merrick to this secondary, which is littered with a bunch of older guys, and they add an influx of youth talent like Trevon Merrick, I would go crazy because he's one of the best safeties, if not the best safety available in this draft class. Lastly, let's take a look at these guys. Elijah Moore, wide receiver. Rondell Moore, wide receiver. Maybe Elijah Moore and Rondell Moore are targeted by the 49ers, but I'm not going to sway that way. I think they look at some of those aforementioned needs. As for linebacker, you already have Fred Warner. I don't think they go Nick Bolton. Maybe they go cornerback with Elijah Molden, cornerback out of Washington. He's really good as well. So those are some names to keep an eye out for in day 2 of the NFL draft, rounds 2 and 3. 49ers fans, speak up, be honest with me. Which player do you want on day 2? Get into the comments and let us know.